I have not looked at my Apple model in literally 6 months.
That's the only stock I have individual shares of.
Really?
Yeah, Apple.
Warren-
I figure if they
Warren
do
Buffett
well,
too.
I make money, and if they do badly, I'm going to be happy because I hate them.
Nice. Yeah, Warren Buffett is also a big Apple fan, so there you go.
When did you buy that?
Man, all these questions are crazy. I don't think people use Shkreli models to study Alzheimer's. You got plenty of ways to study Alzheimer's by itself, with genetic forms of Alzheimer's like presenilin and all the other mutations that occur in autosomal dominant Alzheimer's. Astonishingly strong job support. Yeah, there's a lot of PPAR deltas out there. Yeah. Talk about it later.
Diabetes of the brain?
All right, so
Coconut oil.
Apple must-
Coconut oil can help with diabetes of the brain.
No, don't listen. Don't listen. Don't
maybe
listen.
Twitch chat is not better than
Don't
YouTube
listen.
chat.
Don't
Maybe-
listen.
I don't know what the.
All right, so Apple reported a revenue decline. Obviously very concerning. Declining revenue. I mean, they've had a slow last couple quarters regardless, but your actual revenue is below last year's for the holiday quarter. Ooh.
This is a good question. Martin, you ever watch the LCS?
No, but I'm going to start watching.
What you do watch is your team, Godel Gamers.
Godel Gamers. We watch
Match today at
3 o'clock.
3 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, make sure you tune in. Our star player, Dave Mon.
Hopefully he is awake.
Balling on a budget. Quest is the coach.
Is this an elimination game?
Yeah, we made the bracket, the first, right? What seed did we get?
We were 9th seeded.
16?
Out of 32 teams. And we made it through the open qualifier, so now we're the 9th seed in a 16-team 4 GSL group format. So we played the 8th seed.
That's pretty cool.
Nice. We need wins. Right?
All I do is win.
I think we can probably beat this team. I think that the number 1 team, Maryville, I don't know if we could beat them. But
They're like that?
we can beat the 8th seed. I don't think they're very good, the 8th seed.
So, do we need a new iPhone? Is that what's going on with Apple? I don't get it. Is it just tired? iPhone has declined year over year before.
When in doubt, put a new iPhone out, you know.
This is just a slow, I don't know. it's kind of hard for me to. It's hard for everyone probably to understand.
It's pretty easy for me to understand.
The demographic shifts of Apple and things like that. Like, what's driving iPhone adoption in the long run? I can't say I know exactly.
Bad education, maybe.
What?
Low quality of education that might drive that run.
Wow. What a hater. What a hater. Had a decent Q4. They just had a bad fiscal Q1, which is calendar Q4 for you home gamers. They've definitely lowered their shares outstanding. It was 18 billion, then 17 billion, now 16 billion. Hair under 16 billion shares outstanding. So, you know, if you owned 1/18th of the company, now you own 1/16th. If you owned 1/18 millionth of the company, now you own 1/16 millionth of the company. $2.5 trillion company. Unbelievable. Okay, so then you... Sorry?
What's their stock price now?
154.
Nice. I don't remember what we bought it, but I think it was lower than that.
Yeah.
That means I'm smart and I'm doing a good job.
Yeah. The big question is, can they do a car? Can they do something that can add a whole new leg to their business?
A car.
Yeah, people are talking about them making a car, iCar, possibly making a virtual reality device. I think that's almost a given.
Yeah, I used to have an iCar and then I got in a little eye crash, but it had a bit of an eye accident. Now my eye dead.
You're a bit of an eye idiot.
Hopefully my eye life insurance can pay for my eye funeral.
Every family will pay for that.
His eye family.
Yes, you're
Is
right.
that my eye family, you mean?
Yes, you-
Apple is my eye family.
Apple, yeah. I was gonna say, what eye family? Are you cheating on Apple?
Apple's the best. Don't say
No.
it's possible.
No.
It's the best.
Okay, so I think I have their fiscal year ends. I have to adjust this. Let's see. No, I got it right.
What's new in the AI world? Any news?
I was actually going to start playing with a different large language model from Eluther and basically see if I can get an unsanitized GPT, which I'm pretty sure I can. So programming some other LLMs. I'm kind of getting sick of the GPT API, to be honest.
Have you heard of Right Sonic? They have a thing called Chat Sonic. It's like supposedly Chat GPT on steroids.
Okay.
Yeah, they have like current data, and you can change the models in a little drop-down box.
Cool.
You know what we need? We need, I've been noticing when you ask ChatGPT questions, it's way too liberal. We need a good, traditional values, conservative AI.
We need the truth.
When I ask the AI about Donald Trump, I don't want none of this funny business. I want it to tell me why Donald Trump is the greatest president.
The greatest.
White House.
Because he is, period.
Because he is. Exactly, brother.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. That's right, brother.
These brothers know the truth.
That's right.
I want my chatbot to tell me why the wall was a good idea.
If you need a chat GPT to tell you that, you're on the wrong side, brother.
But think
Down
about the
below.
children. Think about the children.
Better vote for
Come here, you ain't white.
Wait, what?
It's like the opposite of Joe Biden's thing.
Don't make fun of Biden. Don't make fun of Biden.
Oh my god, man. I
Don't
was
make
in
fun.
quarantine during the elections, and I called home to my mom, and she's like, oh, Joe Biden's gonna fix this country. We're, blah, blah,
Hell yeah.
blah, blah.
She knows.
Oh
Hey,
my god.
Mama's
how
based.
does he know?
What needed fixing?
My mom's like, fucking.
Mom is based.
It's been fixed. He did it.
No.
Okay, well, he's not done. He's not done,
Nothing needed to
You
be
just
fixed.
He's
said it.
I'm gonna do a voice changer to play on Quest.
Man, you're
Whoa. He's got 6 years.
not
Probably.
gonna happen.
Listen, Kamala Harris would be a fantastic.
I'm gonna be president again, and then Hunter Biden's gonna take over for me, and then Kamala Harris, and everyone in America will have to identify as a specific gender, 1 out of 46 options, especially you, Quest, we already know you're trans. I think Joe Biden
I'm
has...
going to be president again, and then Hunter Biden's going to take over for me, and then Kamala Harris, and everyone in America will have to identify as a specific gender, 1 out of 46 options, especially you, Quest, we already know you're trans.
Amen. That's my president. That's my president.
I'm gonna make up something, I want to be referred to as, something unpronounceable. I don't even fucking know. I'd have to do some research on
Like
this.
some Lovecraftian horror.
Yeah, exactly. It's just crazy. Me and Misha will wait this out in our little bunker.
You missed Ostio's cat. He had a random cat show up to his house.
No, I saw it.
Came
Yeah,
inside.
Yep.
Yeah, and he was purring up a storm. He was enjoying the face scritches.
I think I posted a video right after that. Misha purring herself almost into a coma. She actually started choking. Here, I'll repost.
I don't like Misha.
What?
You heard me. I've been saying it since the.
What did you say?
I've been saying it since the jump. I don't like Misha. She's
Okay.
a weak cat.
So
Not my kid. Hashtag not my kitty.
we have to kill Mark.
Yeah, you don't even get a kitty.
That's true.
Oh,
I'm not allowed.
Yeah, I heard you tried to get a cat, and like the federal government stepped in. And
Yeah, there's no way.
They didn't even need the federal government.
They had the Karen department.
PETA's fucked you.
Department of Karen.
Cat must not have weakness.
Like, oh, we already knew you were a dick, but, we had to look and make sure that we could find something to deny your application for. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, they said that it's because I have a lot of house parties and that kind of environment wouldn't be great for a cat. I'm sure all you streamers can agree this would be a terrible environment for a house cat.
Horrible.
God forbid.
Yeah.
All the parties, all the babes, the stripper pole.
I mean, all they'd have to do is actually watch your live stream for,
Well, when the live stream goes out, that's when the stripper pole comes down, the disco ball.
Oh, yeah. Stop. Don't fucking fight.
The party animal. Don't let him have a cat. That's
Yeah.
it. End of story.
All the cocaine. Kitty sniffs the cocaine. Kitty's like, "Meow." Meow, what the fuck?
He loves cocaine.
Hide the catnip.
Man, Twitch chat is way more intelligent. The questions they ask are so weird.
Did you guys see that show that never ends, made by AI?
I've heard this song that never ends.
It keeps creating content nonstop since December on Twitch.
Quest is so Twitch biased. Do they pay his rent or what? Quest, listen, the one thing I've learned about Quest over time is money does not faze this man. He will not change his opinion for anything for anyone. That's one of the reasons I respect him. He's a fucking Destiny fan. All right?
You could not pay me to stop loving Joe Biden.
I'm in the voice. Ah. Ow, don't fucking bite my goddamn leg.
Oh, wait. Martin, tell B-Rye why Destiny's not smart.
He's not smart because he's never accomplished anything in his life.
Oh, no.
What does that have to do with intelligence?
It's an indicative sign. It's a hugely indicative sign. If you can't get out of your own way and ever accomplish something in your life, then what kind of
Isn't he a
intelligence do you
millionaire?
have? You don't have any applied intelligence.
Pretty sure he's a millionaire.
Doesn't Destiny let his wife get fucked by like a bunch of black dudes? And he admitted it
Wow.
on some kind of interview.
Wow.
He said, yeah, if she's happy.
I don't know about that either.
Yeah, step away from that one.
He only looks smart when he's like debating people like Sneeko and stuff.
Other idiots, basically.
Yeah, in relative to who he's debating, yeah, he looks.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Destiny copped a couple million.
From what?
Did you see that interview with Gavin McGinnis in Destiny? Like, Gavin just ripped him apart. It's hilarious. One of the funniest things I've ever watched, though.
What does Destiny sell? Merch?
He sells lies. He sells liberal lies.
He's called an NFT.
He does sell merch, but he did like this thing where instead of using like Twitch's subscription service, he like made his own subscription service on his website, destiny.gg, and you know, he's had lots of projects and stuff. He's good at StarCraft. He's a musician, good musician, you know.
He's not that good of a musician. He knows music theory pretty well.
Like, he was talking mad shit on NFTs and then, like, later started promoting them.
He's definitely successful.
I don't think he really made any money in StarCraft because he always lost every big tournament he was in, but he was always representing the US.
He didn't say NFTs were bad. He said that.
What does he
people selling
know?
them as- people
Why? How would he
people
know about
selling them
anything technology related or business
as a-
related?
Yeah. He said.
It's not even worth listening to his opinion. There's no
He said
credibility.
He said that selling them as a way to get rich is bad.
Wouldn't he become any authority on morality or anything?
Well,
After
what does it mean to be an authority of morality?
Authority on morality is somebody who studies it professionally and writes about it. Someone like Noam Chomsky, maybe. Somebody who actually has, like, you know, legitimate credentials, who's published papers, who's been relevant on a competitive scale, because there is a competitive arena for this kind of thing. It's like saying, oh, this guy's really good at League of Legends because I saw him play League of Legends and he's really good. And it's like, wait, you know there's people like Faker, right? And you're like, oh, no, but this guy's really good. I watch him. I like him. It's like, well, what about Faker? Oh, I don't know who that is. This guy's better than Faker. I've never seen Faker play, but he's better. Like, there's actual people who publish about this stuff, write books about this stuff that are relevant, that have accomplished huge amounts, that teach at Harvard or write, you know, bestsellers. Who the fuck is Destiny? He doesn't even have a real fucking name.
What you say is either is right or wrong based on the answer what you say, not your credibility.
I think that you earn credibility based on what you say.
Yeah.
Harvard's never inviting Destiny to come teach a poli-sci class. It's just he's a good. He's like Ben Shapiro. He's a good sort of bamboozler.
The Harlem Globetrotter of like debaters.
Yeah, exactly. He's good at tricking people into thinking he's smart.
like in the StarCraft community, the reason he stuck out is because he had a personality among a bunch of really dull people.
You get him in here so he doesn't fucking rape his ass.
Show business, though, you know?
No, and that's right. I mean, I give him credit for maintaining and collecting an audience, but I can't. I have to stop it giving him credit for being intelligent.
Yeah, but his audience was like, 12 and 15 and...
Well, it is what it is.
For the most part.
Still, he's got a product and he's selling it, and in many ways, as much as I reluctantly, begrudgingly admit it, there's something to be said for that. It's good to have a product and make it. Sorry, I'm just typing, but yeah, he's got a product. Which is his inane, protestations on whatever comes to his mind, but that doesn't make him smart. But again, I would never take away from his success as a streamer, but I think conflating intelligence with that is not in the cards, at least for me.
Yeah, he's like in the toy department. If you look at his audience, it's mostly teenagers and people.
Bernie Sanders fans.
Their parents pay for their stuff.
And again, I can't take that away from him, because at the end of the day, if that's his livelihood,
Pays bills, yeah.
good for him,
Yeah.
But that's not the question.
You found a market, you found a niche, you found a market, and
Yeah. All the power to him.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, good for him.
But it doesn't mean that I have to respect his quote-unquote intelligence. How about he let him try to write a book, Try to write a book. Try to get a patent. Try to get a paper published. Now,
I'm reading his writing right now. He's got huge swaths of paragraphs and stuff on his website.
Paragraphs? Ooh.
He's got a philosophy section here.
I'm seeing something like Faust, like these huge declarative fucking statements with no punctuation.
Yeah, he writes just for the sake of trying to sound like
Smart.
intelligent and
Modern day
profound.
philosopher.
Yeah.
He's Girther.
I mean, he basically knows that, this is an area where he's lacking. I mean, no one knows it better than yourself.
He knows his dumbass audience is going to eat it up, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, again, I don't have a problem with that.
He's the most intelligent of popular streamers.
That's such a farce, though, because you're talking about
very low bar.
a population. Yeah, that's not. When you don't say like who's the fastest cripple, you say who's the most intelligent.
Also,
You ask who the most intelligent professor is, right? You ask who the most intelligent writer is. You don't say who's the most intelligent streamer.
let's be a little bit generally. I think I'm being pretty conservative when I say
He's the
that
best guitarist at the local open mic. Like,
even Destiny Vanilla is probably smarter than like 95% of this Discord server.
What makes him
What is
smart?
Probably 99.
He's a cook. You know what I mean?
99 is probably more accurate.
No.
I was being a little conservative with my 95.
no, the people in our Discord server have actually accomplished things. Some of them are professors, some of them are doctors. Destiny could never do that.
Doctors in here?
Yep.
Is that what Lady K is?
Lady K is not indicative of.
Well, let's start with the bottom percentile.
Yeah, well,
from there.
those are easy. Every community has bottom percentile.
Who's the 5th percentile in this server?
Toss.
Yeah, okay. We'll go up again. Who's the 10th percentile?
I don't know that this is a
Right?
I don't know that this is a easy to do exercise, but regardless, being relatively well spoken, I guess, doesn't make one intelligent, or every politician would be considered brilliant.
That ain't the much.
Let's ask more. Who do you think the 95th percentile is?
It's hard to-
You
it's-
have to be smarter than.
It's hard to slice and dice, but I know many, many millionaires in our Discord server, and they're far more accomplished than Destiny.
The 95th percentile probably is comprised almost exclusively of highly functioning autistic people.
I think we should.
I mean, more. I think Destiny might be smarter than you.
He might be, yeah.
I don't know, I haven't heard the guy speak in a prolonged way. When he interviewed me, he didn't strike me as very intelligent. That's the most extended interaction I've had with him.
Yeah, and the problem is.
He strike me as nice.
Someone that's, you know, is able to edit and change the context based on however you.
I watched a lot of his videos. I've watched a lot of.
You're a fan. You're a fanboy. I mean, that's fine.
I've subscribed to him on Twitter.
Yeah, that's fine. You're a fanboy.
Oh my
I'm
god.
not a
I was
fan.
listening to that guy.
If I wanted to make videos where I looked fucking good as hell, I could do it. You know, if that's what I desire.
Self-promotion's,
Go ahead and edit the videos to put me in the best light possible.
Self-promotion is a hell of a game.
Yeah, that's not
It's a
fucking
skill, man.
reality.
He doesn't edit his videos that way. He
Oh,
posts
shut the
just
fuck
he posts like long form 3-hour debates with no editing, except for like.
Yeah, but a lot of those debates, whenever he goes up against someone who's like really like knowledgeable, he just starts to scream, "That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant."
Yeah, he doesn't know shit. Come on.
See, that's like taking the same same idea.
I don't know.
as,
V-Rai watches all 3 hours of those debates. Does he do that, V-Rai?
What normally what happens is in his debates is someone says something they can't substantiate, and then he spends the entire debate trying to get them to substantiate what they're saying.
Yeah, I mean, there's.
The debate I had with him was he resoundingly lost. He tried to prove that I committed a crime, and he failed completely. It was really embarrassing for him.
Literally, you would have been fine with a little bit of a stronger PR team.
The guy's an admitted cuck, like, what's there to respect?
What does that matter? What does that matter?
Oh,
Why does it matter?
By that statement?
They both want to have sex with other men. They both want to have sex with other men. Why wouldn't he agree to that?
It's just, you know, the mentality's all fucked.
They're both bisexual and they both like to have sex. What's the problem?
If you don't see a problem, then.
Something very cultural about
Your
it. Like,
problem.
we all think that it's important to protect our family and our women.
Who
Keep it
gives a
close.
shit about
No,
culture?
absolutely not. I don't feel any desire to protect
Culture is
anything.
worthless.
Well, I can tell by the way you speak.
It's not worthless. Some women really value that. Some women would actually actively
Abby
use that
Shapiro.
independent.
Abby Shapiro values it.
Listen, I'm the biggest woman respecter in this whole goddamn server. And let me tell you,
You hate
I
women.
respect-
What if
I
David
respect
disrespects a
so
woman?
much
What are you gonna do?
that I feel uncomfortable having ownership over their sexuality, and I would never feel comfortable
That's 'cause you're not a
forcing
man.
a woman to only have sex with me.
Well, that's kind of like, that's a very opinionated statement. It's like, it depends on what your.
It seems morally wrong to take unnecessary ownership over somebody's sexuality and their ability to sexually
No,
express
that I get.
themselves.
I get that.
If I don't feel bad when they do it, why wouldn't it be morally wrong for me to do it?
Your brain is fucked, I can't tell you anything.
My brain is fucked because I don't feel bad when somebody has sex with somebody.
You're wired incorrectly.
I'm wired incorrectly. What is correct? It's correct to unnecessarily feel bad about something.
Take a scan of my brain and you'll see what correct is.
Listen, it's just the Abilify talking, but
It's
women.
correct to feel ownership over other people.
Well, some people view it as a bond.
Getting rid of slavery was a mistake.
Some people view, well, now you're just leaping,
Wow.
you're doing what Destiny does. You're doing what Destiny does. You're doing the Destiny technique.
Your paradigm is shifted. That's all that happened.
I think what he's trying to say is that some people feel like the bond that you forge in marriage is something special.
Sure.
There's safety in that. Some women actually seek it out. They desire that. They desire a man who like wants to like have that relationship. I'm not saying that the opposite of that is wrong either. I'm just saying that there's like an argument to be had for like why people would want to like, you know, have a strong relationship that is monogamous and feel safety in that relationship and that bond.
Yeah.
And some people want to be people fuck their wife and like whatever, dude.
And some
I'm not saying
people,
one's
some
right.
people are insulted that you can besmirch, and again, you can tell that this is not the way I feel. But some people are insulted that when one besmirches the sanctity of marriage for, you know, and they witness somebody else doing that while they uphold their marital vows and they believe that their marriage is special, and that they see something like that, and they look down on that. You know, that's kind of
Marriage has no sanctity.
that's the subtext that is fairly obvious. It's not even subtext that is in the room. So I think that obviously one group of people has a different opinion on whether or not you're again sort of staining the sanctity of marriage by allowing another person to enter the marriage or enter the relationship. And obviously there's a lot of hypocrisy here, right? I mean, people have affairs all the time, people divorce all the time. So to some extent, for that couple to say, you know what, our marriage is defined this way, I suppose that's up to them, but I could also understand why other people sort of look at that and say, well, what kind of a marriage is that? I look down on that. And they have every right to. I mean, it's their choice.
I want to hear from Quest's wife. What does your wife think about this, Quest?
All I'm gonna say is Destiny wasn't even 95th percentile in MLG StarCraft 2 tournaments. So
That wow, that's already the top of the top, So.
No, but I mean, what does your wife think about this?
Who's playing
Well, I'm working on that.
I'm not.
Okay.
You let your wife
Maybe we can ask your wife.
I don't have a wife.
Oh, maybe we can ask.
Yeah. We can ask Chrissy.
I think I'll die wifeless.
Wow.
Yeah.
You sound really chipper about that.
Yeah, I have no care about marriage.
In Joe Biden's America, you let your wife get fucked.
Hell yeah.
That's true. fair enough.
If she wants to, yeah. I mean.
Oh my God! Just don't leave those comments.
Yeah. Yeah, just let her go. I mean, but, turnabout's fair play. So, fuck some random girl then.
Speaking of,
they're not eating my cable.
And that's the problem when family values aren't put first.
But the thing is, it gets you off when your wife fucks somebody, right? Like you get turned on by it.
Not me. Oh, baby.
Not me.
That's good.
If you're insecure about your ability to make sure your wife's hot, if you can't keep her happy, then yeah, I mean, you'd be happy to see her be happy finally. But that's kind of the point that we're getting at here, right? Is that some guys don't want to have some other dude do that because they risk. There are men who will kill another man over them sleeping with their wife.
I mean, I've killed 2 or 3 of them, but yeah. I had insecure days when,
See, that makes sense.
I wasn't open to her needs. And, I mean, she doesn't like, the exact same routine that I give her every day, 24/7.
Missionaries had enough for her? Come on.
No.
Look at the
so,
fucking
I
gold
mean,
digger.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. So now I don't kill them anymore. I let her do what she wants.
Doesn't she know that you're supposed to provide for her and she's supposed to have sex with you and make you babies and take care of the house and home?
That's the traditional.
Barefoot breastfeeding in the kitchen, stirring the pot of pasta on the stove.
That's a traditional gender roles.
Traditional values.
Yeah, that's the
And
theory.
as a Republican, I just can't. I just can't.
Many people have that opinion. Many people feel like it's, in fact, important to the fabric of our country. In fact, if you look at other countries that have caught up to America, one of the ways they've done it is by having somewhat more traditional family values and other kind of, different social mores that have allowed them to persevere. The great fertility problem in America could be a result of that, for instance. We need more babies.
The other day I went to the bank, to talk about all my finances as a wealthy Republican man. And the woman.
Why would you go to the bank? Wouldn't you just call your bankers? Anyway, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead. Yes.
This is an important thing,
Okay, big meeting.
I had to talk to the bank, and I went to talk to them in person, and I was talking to a woman. I asked, "Can I speak
How
to the
did you
boss?"
get there?
And her boss was a woman. And then I asked to speak to the boss's boss, and she was also a woman, and I threw up. I couldn't stomach it. My traditional values.
Did you smack her?
No, I threw up on her shoes.
Nah, you should have smacked her. Yeah. You fucked up.
That's okay. I don't see anything wrong with that. Women have been executives for a long time. I've had many women executives work with me. So I think I'd just say that's a really backward
I think that
perspective.
there should be more women executives than male executives.
I don't know that it matters that much.
I think
Why do you think that, Wes?
Wait, how did that story turn from that into you saying that? Because it sounded like you kind of disagreed
need a
with
woman
that.
person.
He's aggressively feminist. He's like
He is,
stated
yeah.
most feminist man.
Military.
Definitely feminist.
Like, yeah.
Well, you're probably
Militant.
Female supremacy for the win, according to Quest. Yeah.
And Quest, I mean, does this help you get laid? That's
Oh. It's how he feels. It's not about getting laid.
It's about getting laid. Come on.
No, it couldn't possibly be. He's a modern man. He's a modern progressive man.
We should legally enforce a chastity cage onto all men, and they need to earn the right to take it through community.
Remind me of myself when I was
Hey, this thing's got your back on that, no doubt.
I just want to know what you read. What do you mean on a daily basis?
Where do you get that?
Huh?
Huh?
Where am I? Huh?
You're
What are you guys talking about?
What's up?
This is the Nuggets part,
You
isn't
guys
it?
see? I saw the craziest news. Did you guys see that Roe v. Wade got overturned by the Supreme Court?
Supreme Court, they made the right call there.
Wow!
Right.
Right call.
It's a
I
legal
don't
call.
even think
It's not a
Okay,
moral
remove-
call. It's a legal call.
you could remove all the facts of the case, and they obviously made the wrong decision.
That's
to
another story.
To overturn Supreme Court precedent.
Supreme Court gets things wrong.
Confirmed. It had already been
Any idea how
confirmed
many
by a
courts
second
are
court.
mad about this?
Do you know that every single one, I think of the 5 justices, 3 of them had made a statement in the 2 years prior where they said that they would never overturn
Correct.
it, that although they disagreed with it, they considered it
Unshakable.
unturnable
Yes.
precedent because it had been confirmed by a second court after the decision
Yes.
had been made by the first
They did
court.
something that we're more familiar in this country than yours. They did something called lying.
Yeah, but
They lied.
that's wrong.
Uh-huh.
First.
They lied their face off.
Lying is bad,
Quest, the moral authority has spoken.
and my feelings hurt now that they
They
lied.
lied.
I hope so.
But yeah, obviously it's the wrong call, morally, legally.
Not legally.
Legally, it was rather dubious, I thought. Right?
Well, they-
it's just
Didn't Ruth Bader Ginsburg say that 15 years ago that this is probably gonna get overturned someday?
I mean, the argument in Roe v. Wade is just so good. I mean, how could you disagree with it?
Wasn't it I forget what the argument against it was, but wasn't
It
it
was
just
immediately proven right. As soon as they overturned Roe v. Wade, a bunch of states started infringing on the right to due process of basically every woman in their state.
I mean, I'm not a legal scholar, but I'm pretty sure when they make these decisions, they give a little bit of a couple pages where they talk about why they did it.
Yeah, and it's insane. They're a bunch of originalist fucking wackos.
Correct. Originalism is the right way to go.
Yeah, even though there's a fucking amendment that is in the Constitution that says not to do that.
Not to do what?
And all the founding fathers who wrote about how you shouldn't do
They're all
that.
dead. Fuck them. Yeah.
And then everybody just says, yeah, you know what, we're gonna do that anyways.
What about the founding mothers? Where are the founding mothers at?
In the kitchen, where they should be.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Not my opinion, by the way, live stream.
That's me. David Moore. Yeah, that says women should be cooking food.
Not what I think.
Not always.
No, I should be cooking food for women. Women don't need to go to fitness and I'll cook for them.
Oh,
Why does someone's gotta do it?
I'm gonna choke to death. Stop. Quest, goddamn.
That's me. I'm the guy to cook.
You're the guy that cooks and.
What do you like to cook?
I cook too.
I cook a lot of things, you know.
You wear an apron when you do that, or?
I could wear an apron if she wants me to.
She cooks you and you cook.
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna choke to death. I hate you.
I send these women all like pictures of my cooking, and they're just like, "Oh my god, you look like such a good
Adorable.
cook." And the dog is so cute. You're such an amazing brother to your family.
Brother.
Yeah.
KDR.
Such a good friend.
I'm training the dog.
There's a chick named KDR who I have on good authority is a very lovely, pretty woman. She wants a French toast, so why don't you get on it?
Chop.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. This what? Yeah, there you go.
Tell her French toast is on the way.
French toast on the way, and he's from Canada, so you know it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be gluten free.
Proper syrup. Gluten free too. Yeah, that's
Gluten free.
we all want.
Yes, I'm sorry. I want some too.
Yikes.
Gluten free batch. Does Quest think Destiny should sit on the Supreme Court? Destiny would be a better Supreme Court justice than 4 of the Supreme Court members. So,
Okay.
if you can guess which 4, you get a prize.
All right.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it's hard to figure
It's
that out.
Gorsuch, Alito, Kavanaugh, and
Kavanaugh.
Clarence.
Oh.
Big fan of Kavanaugh. That dude, he knows what's going on.
Big fan of jacking off.
What?
I ideologically disagree with Roberts, but he can keep his job. He's actually good at the job. He's just a moderate conservative. Makes me shudder.
I've got a trashy
What
photo.
the fuck is that?
Trashy.
Look at that fucking
Oh,
tail.
and Coney Barrett's. I guess 5. Destiny would be better than 5.
Stupid cat that has a tail. Ah. That's lame.
Hello.
Let's see.
Just fucking running back and forth, meowing. I don't know what the fuck she's doing. Cats are fucking.
There's the latest trashy cat photo. This is her blankie. This is a Winnie the Pooh Tigger blankie. She loved the blankie. And there she is. She's a little scrunchy. She just looks like a little loaf of bread. The tail is out, not tucked. Normally it would be tucked right around there.
Only stupid cats have tails.
And the little ears, which are so soft. You couldn't imagine how soft her ears are. She's sort of like scrunched a little. I don't know what she's doing. Who knows? But I love her, that's all. That's all we need to know. You know, in the animal kingdom, I'm not saying like I look down on somebody else's relationship or their decisions, but I would say in the animal kingdom that most husbands kind of protect their wives from other men. Just so something to keep in the back of your mind. I'm not saying it's that, important, but
Depending on the woman, she might expect that as well, and you might lose your woman if you went astray.
yeah,
Primitive.
For sure.
it's very primitive.
You definitely risk your relationship if you let your wife do that, so you have to be pretty fucking rock solid if you're gonna let her do that. Obviously, some people do, but like, man, some people do and lose, so.
Pretty sure in the animal kingdom, there are wives that just eat their husbands.
Indeed. Is that where you wanna be, or?
Yeah, the animals.
Not in the animal kingdom, that's like in the fucking bug kingdom.
Praying mantis.
Yeah, that's an insect, but yeah.
Oh, I got some socialist money. That's good.
Cuts that motherfucker's head right off.
Do you guys just get like random government checks when you go through your accounts?
No, I don't. I live in America.
That's how it is here in Canada.
You get your GST back?
It was like a climate action incentive.
So they gave Canadians 20 grand during COVID.
Climate action.
I didn't take that CERT money.
It was,
I can't refuse this climate action money. It's like, I don't really know what it's about. It's like,
Climate
hey,
action.
Over. So we're gonna give you guys some money to like, it's like reparations preemptively or something.
Are they
for,
trying to
like-
make gas vehicles illegal? Isn't that the whole climate action?
So what's the phase out by 2030? Yeah. Can't wait till that comes to fruition.
It's already
Climate
happening.
action money. What a grift. It's just redistribution.
I get my GST back.
Socialist money, man. I don't want it. It's not even that much. It's like $95. Like I don't get what
Climate
people
action.
$100.
You could donate it to charity if it's burning a hole in your pocket.
I mean, I could, yeah, or I could not. I could put it to work.
Or you could argue and lobby for a government that doesn't just randomly redistribute money for whatever the latest buzzword is.
I argue that, yeah.
Go do what he said. You should donate it, honestly, you should give it to the NDP.
I don't think I'm gonna do that.
That would really, man, imagine how mad Justin Trudeau would be about that.
I don't think he'd be mad enough about it, so I'm probably not gonna do that.
You should have taken that money on S&P goals.
Make Canada great again.
Cover that bad, but
Give it to the NDP, please.
I would make Canada great again.
Lease is about as hard as a sell as I'd expect from someone who's voting NDP. So
Wow.
Canada is 100%.
Literally no other party worth voting for in the country.
just like not
capitalist sustain
socialist.
the capitalist minority sustains Canada, the socialist majority, the communist majority, and at some point,
They're not socialist or communist.
and at some
Pretty
point,
close. Have you read the NDP platform? Like,
and
I've
at
actually
some
read
point,
Yeah, the whole thing.
and at some point, the RBCs of the world and the other large successful Canadian companies will collapse because the feeding frenzy of the socialist class, the proles, will devour what's left of these great stalwart leaders. They'll be emaciated by the termites of socialism.
That's kind of fucking amazing. That's great. I hope so.
There'll be nothing left. We'll have to go back to a primitive lifestyle. There'll be no League of Legends. There'll be no Tencent. Your beloved Tencent will be gone.
Okay.
You know, you'll live in a cave.
Yeah, when RBC collapses, I'll have to move out of my house and into a cave.
More or less. I don't know.
Did you see this for the
They
Apple
sent
Turkey revenue coming
$95.
out?
They sent $95 climate action payment.
the economy.
That doesn't sound like that much to take it back.
Let me look it up. Let me look up what this is.
I looked it up once, but I don't know. It's
Oh, I know what this is. Okay, so you're gonna get
a bribe
this.
to the youth.
You're gonna get this quarterly. 8 out of 10 households are receiving this. It's supposed to help offset the cost of fuel.
Oh. So it's not climate. It's just a commodity.
Well, I think there's like there's a tax on fuel, and
Economists
you know,
have talked about this ad nauseum. In fact, I think it's the first college class anybody takes, which, you know, I know Destiny wouldn't know anything about that. But you cannot fix the prices of a good that's related to the market. They'll just constantly readjust to new equilibriums.
Yeah,
just give them more money. It'll
Well,
make
it's
the
like
cost
how
go down, sure.
it's like how Joe Biden stopped like the tax on gas. Instead of stopping the tax, they're just giving a rebate to some citizens.
Most citizens.
8 out of 10.
It just
I don't
drives.
know why I'm getting it. Like I feel like I should be receiving money.
Oh, well, we can give it to somebody else, like the MVPs, maybe?
That's kind of, that's not the point that I'm making. I'm making the point that the government is giving me money and like, I don't need it. Am I gonna take that money? Yeah, I'm gonna take that money. It's my money, but
Well,
like,
they think that you deserve it. It's not whether it's not about scraping
I disagree.
by, you know? The standard of living in Canada is quite high.
yeah, I mean, I guess so. Like,
This
so
is
why are they
annoying.
like giving me this money? Like, why not give it to like low income people?
Apple
You
said,
deserve it. It's not about whether. I mean, I
Sounds like
agree.
they're rushing me. Sounds like a
I
bribe.
agree that they should give more money to low-income people. So you should donate to the NDP to make.
That's not my job. I'm not the government. My job is to take care of me, and I'm doing that.
correct,
so
facts.
That's what I'm doing.
Rugged individualism, that's what we call it in our country.
Your job
Rugged
is to be a good
individualism.
person. Your job is to be the best person you can be.
I'm
Niet.
not from China. Where are you from?
Niet.
That's my job.
This Apple shit doesn't make any sense.
Did you see their services revenue went up like 6.4%?
We definitely need to tax the.
I'm just trying to understand how 2009 revenue could be two different numbers.
I
You think they should tax
actually, Joe Biden actually consulted me on his tax platform for the next election.
What did he tell you?
I said, Joe, you need to tax the rich a lot more.
Yeah.
Especially this guy Martin. He needs to get taxed so much. And his friend Mo too. I didn't even care what her income is. Tax her like she's a goddamn billionaire. Take everything. And he said, wow, I think that's a great idea. That's gonna be my tax policy. I'm gonna put that in there. 93% top marginal tax rate.
I love
Fantastic
taxes.
idea.
And then you
Making
got the whole
capital gains
that's
income
fair.
and taxing it the same as an income tax. I think that's
Never,
a fantastic idea.
never, ever.
Absolutely, you know. Capital gains is just income, and it gets taxed like income.
I wanna borrow your wife, Joe Biden.
0% tax rate below like 70,000 income.
That's the key to business right there.
Incredibly based or incredibly based?
Incredibly basic.
The tax
So
scale goes
based.
from 0% at like 70K to like 93% at like 350 million.
This is why we can't have biotech in Canada.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
One day you guys will have cool industries.
how many
Like-
people do you personally know who ever had $350 million in income in a year?
I know a few
Me
people.
personally,
Me personally,
Me
how
zero.
many do you know? Martin's never made that much in a year.
Well, how do you know?
Yeah, Quest.
yeah, Quest.
Your like effective tax rate?
Mark to market, or realized?
Realized.
I have never realized 350 in 1 year. No.
I think, you know, like the effective tax rate for people like Martin would just go up like, you know, like 10% or something.
But some of you bastards want to do taxes on mark to market and not realized, unrealized.
I think anyone that has more money than me should have to give me some of their money, period.
Unrealized gains taxes. Can you believe that shit?
Let me just start off by saying, and I think Martin knows this deep down. I think other people don't realize this. None of this has to do with what I want. If you told me that if I raised taxes in my country, even the taxes on myself, that it would only go towards helping the people who are worse off than me, I would still support it. It wouldn't be a lot of people. But, you know, all the homeless, totally fucking poor, barely scraping by, starving people in my country, those problems would be fixed overnight at very little cost
Starving
to
people
me.
in Canada?
Yeah, I mean, like in North America, in Canada and the United States, about 10% of households are food insecure. They don't know where their next meal is coming from, or they have to skip.
That's
a
a
meal
necessary. That's necessary to our system.
Yeah, food bank.
That's a necessary condition.
People would be food insecure.
That's a necessary condition.
It's not necessary
Tuesday,
condition.
Thursday, and the fourth Saturday of the month, you can go and get fucking free food from
Yeah,
any of these
love the food banks.
Yeah,
I want to start volunteering at the food bank, but
I think you should.
I think I need to finish learning how to drive first. But I'm
This
working
is,
on
I
it.
think, a common issue for people who have your political leaning. I want to help people, but I can't drive.
Don't ever fucking point a laser pointer at your own legs with a cat. Jesus Christ, I just got the fuck scratched out of me. I have no one to blame but myself. That was really
I am like a literal, I literally live under a rock. I'm a little like cave dwelling
Canadian.
leech on society. But that doesn't mean that my opinions are invalid.
It's true.
It just means that I'm garbage.
Tell you how wrong you are. Yeah.
It doesn't mean my opinions
I agree with
are
that.
garbage.
I agree with that.
It just means that I'm garbage.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
But you know, it's called a garbage can, not a garbage can.
It's like Garbage Quest.
I can
Garbage
still
Quest.
improve and do better.
And Gollum has opinions too.
Garbage Quest.
Yeah, I'm kind of like Gollum.
What's your
That's
precious?
kinda like me. League of Legends.
Your precious 10-cent corporation.
My precious Yumi.
10-cent.
No.
Your 10-cent stan.
Tencent actually, so even though they bought Riot, they're like super hands off. They just let Riot do whatever the hell they want, and they just leave them be. There's no like Riot Games.
Yeah, they're making money for Big China. You know, why interfere?
Yeah.
They're doing a good job for their Chinese overlords.
Yeah. So, you know, I don't really feel like that's just where the money go. And I ain't be spending money on any League of Legends. I don't spend money on League. Like, I just play this game. I haven't put a penny in it since they were acquired by 10. Oh wait, maybe I put in like $5 after Tencent bought like 30%. But since they bought like the whole shebang, nada.
Is that for political reasons?
I just didn't want anything. I would love to say it's for political reasons, but I already wasn't spending anything on the game. I already got too many skins. I got all the skins I need.
I would never pay money for a skin on a game.
Well,
I'm comfortable in my own skin.
if you had never paid money for a skin in the game, you might be broke.
You have any skin
No,
in the game?
It's just
Yeah,
like
right.
you. It's just from
Why
my
not?
generation, we didn't have shit like that.
You broke.
Just this
You might be broke. And you're probably low elo too.
Oh, he's slaying him.
Before
He's got the knife out.
In one of our, I think it was our Saturday match or our Sunday match. I don't remember. I think it was a Saturday match.
There's a murder going on.
One of the players didn't have a Jack skin on the account. He had to play the match on, so I had to gift him a.
Why? Because he couldn't go to the game without the freshest attire.
Yeah.
You know how ridiculous that is.
He needed a.
Skin shaming, bro. Why you
Hey
skin
man, you
shaming?
know what they say, look good, play good.
Yeah, so I had to get him God's Death Jacks.
You look good. You look good.
He
You
looked good.
Play good.
But I have a bunch of RP just sitting in my account from the Twitch Prime capsules.
His computer character looked good.
Yeah.
Therefore,
we won. That's how we won the game, man.
No doubt, no doubt.
That's what gave us the edge. You know, and if Martin adds me on his league account, on my other account, I'll gift him a Yumi skin too.
I can get my own Yumi skin, alright?
Maybe that's how I can get you to play better. Maybe
Stop it.
I'll
He's
tap
already
into the game
dead.
more often. I'll tap into the game more often to look at your cute Yumi skin. Let's take a look at some Yumi skins here. Let's look at the shop. We got battle principle Yumi.
Now you're making me want to play.
Huh?
Now you're making me want to play.
There's one where she has like a bee
Do
costume.
you want to play? Or you have...
Yeah.
Okay, let's
We
play a
can
game.
play.
I'm going back in history of Apple, back to when they launched iPad, which... It's funny, they hit a wall with iPad, it's amazing, 10 years ago now. iPad revenue is the same over 10 years, which also means, net of inflation, it's a lot less actually. And they hit that wall, get this, 3 years into launch, they hit 30 billion in revenue for iPad.
Oh my god.
And that's an impressive launch curve, right? But then static revenue for the next 10 years. And in fact, they dipped at one point to 18 billion. iPad was kind of irrelevant. They've breathed a little new life into it. But
Alright, I have invited Pharma Bro.
they basically haven't had a transformative new product line since iPhone.
I played a solo queue game, so now we can
Oh, nice.
do it.
But the services products or like whatever the services.
No, services is going great because of iPhone's, installed base. But
Yeah, Apple Pay and shit.
yeah, mostly the services business is the store. The massive fee they take in the store.
Why can't more CEOs do acid and have a vision?
Do what?
Acid and have a vision, like Steve Jobs?
Have a vision, you said?
Yeah, I mean, like, Steve Jobs obviously, created a lot of new products and kind of, brought, to the forefront, things that, I don't know,
It's
Why
very
can't more CEOs
difficult.
have a Vision Quest?
It's
I mean, an iPhone, from scratch, where does that come from, this idea, the iPod.
It's a once-
It doesn't come full form from scratch, man. Come
Well,
on.
no, it doesn't, but, it's an idea. It's like, I know it's not, I know it's not, but,
Some CEOs-
They had touchscreen Palm Pilots.
It's a high-risk thing. He was
Yeah,
throwing
it is high risk.
Come on.
You need that conviction. You need the conviction to actually get all of your team behind the product and make it the best product ever, which isn't easy because other companies will put out products, but they don't have that same, gravitas where the CEO is pushing it really hard and is has so much fervor about the product. I think that Jobs brought that for sure. And, I wouldn't undercut the innovation too. They brought a ton to the playing field on innovation. iPhone was a very innovative product. Of course there were other products like it, but the way they put it all together was incredible. And of course iPod was the predecessor to the iPhone. They just it's just an iPod with more features, right? They did a great job. This is the greatest product arguably of all time. So you can
Flash heel.
you can't go wrong.
Box's first iPhone's going for like $50K.
You can't go wrong studying how iPhone came out, and it's hard to have repeated successes like that. They've tried. AirPods was a reasonable success. I wouldn't call it a new product line specifically, but that was a reasonable success. But they tried Apple TV. They tried a bunch of stuff that just didn't fly. Their media division is kind of sagging.
They made pretty good Apple TV.
Their next thing probably will be the VR. Their VR will probably be
Yeah, I don't even know if they're gonna have the confidence.
Yeah, or their AR.
I don't know if they're gonna have the confidence to put it out because of this dynamic I'm talking about, where they're very more of a cautious company where they don't experiment as much anymore. I think they really want to make sure that the product wins, and I think that's not the kind of company I think Steve Jobs would be running, but they're more grow the stuff we have now as opposed to what Jobs was doing, which is like, yeah, let's make brand new shit. And I think like the car, if they do come out with an iCar, I think that'd be an impressive kind of like extension of their, you know, sort of philosophy, their corporate philosophy. Where their current corporate philosophy is one of extend and be cautious, whereas, you know, it's possible that their new
Tell me they shouldn't make an eye gun. They should.
Eye
They should
death.
make an eye gun. A smart gun.
Like in Cyberpunk.
Fully home integrated smart gun.
The dildo air. That would be the
They
one.
can connect that to
That would be a big selling
yeah,
It's gonna be a laser.
iTunes. iTunes connected to iGun.
Siri activated.
Yeah, with Siri. Then you can dock your iPhone.
iGun.
with iGun.
Load this busta ass sucker away.
And then you can
iGun.
You put
Headshot
your-
this
put
punk
your
ass
i-
bitch.
You put your iPhone in the iGun docking panel and it tracks your eye combat stats.
Yeah, it's very dystopian.
If you do like an eye school shooting, it would tell you how many eye children